place does it. So it all does look a lot the same. So a lot of it's gotten considerably nicer in the last few years.
Chancellor Barron, I declare the 88th commencement ceremony of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith convened.
Please be seated. Distinguished faculty, administrators, and staff of the university, graduates, parents, family, and friends, welcome to the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Fall 2012 Commencement Ceremony. Let us take a moment of reflective silence to consider the importance of this celebration in all our lives. The colors are presented by the University of Arkansas Reserve Officer Training Corps. Please direct your attention to the arena floor. Please rise and join Dr. Edward White as he leads us in singing our national anthem, accompanied by the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Symphonic Band. Will all men remove their caps, please? Please be seated. Men may replace their caps. I would like to introduce those seated on the platform. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. First, I would like to introduce the President of the University of Arkansas System, Dr. Donald R. Bobbitt. Next, I would like to introduce one of the members of the University of Arkansas System Board of Trustees, Senator Emeritus David Pryor. I would like to introduce the administration, academic deans, and others from the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith. Dr. Ray Wallace, Provost and Senior Vice Chancellor, Mark Horn, Vice Chancellor for University Relations, Dr. Lee Crable, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Dr. Marta Lloyd, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement, Darrell Morrison, Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration, Dr. Brenda Mitchell, Associate Provost, Dr. Mark Arant, Dean, College of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, Dr. Georgia Hale, Dean, College of Applied Science and Technology, Dr. Joe Harden, College of Languages and Communication, Dr. John Jones, Dean, College of Education, Dr. Carolyn Mosley, Dean, College of Health Sciences, Dr. Henry Rennie, Dean, College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Dr. Steve Williams, Dean, College of Business, Diana Rowden, Dean of Student Success, Penny Pendleton, Dean of Enrollment Management, Dr. Terry Martin, Interim Dean, College of Engineering, University of Arkansas, Fayetteville, who will confer the degrees on those graduating with engineering degrees. Lieutenant Colonel Dwight Eikenberry, Commanding Officer of the UAFS ROTC Detachment, Dr. Elizabeth Underwood, Executive Director of the UAFS Alumni Association, Wayne Womack, Registrar. I would also like to introduce members of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Board of Visitors. Michael Barr, James O. Cox, Elaine C. Cradle, George McGill, Ivy Owen, Peggy Weidman, Chair of the Board. We have some special guests with us today, and I'd like you to rise and be recognized as I call your name. Representative Denny Altus, Mike Trimble, and Barbara Owen. Please give all of these folks a round of applause. Seated before you are members of the faculty who represent the academic departments of the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, upon whose recommendation candidates for degrees are presented. Faculty members, please rise and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. The success of an institution also relies on the hard work of its staff, many of whom are here today. Will the staff please rise and be recognized? I always get to make just a few comments, and mine are short, because we have some excellent speakers right behind me. But all of our speakers are short because we know that the most important thing that you're interested in is being able to walk across the stage and shake my hand. My first comment to all of you about to walk is congratulations. Each one of you have seized opportunities you needed to be successful. You created the desire within yourself to be able to pass the classes and manage all the requirements that you needed to for the degree of the certificate that you're receiving. My message is to congratulate you for managing all the aspects of your life to complete your degree or certificate. Lots of people quit before they're done. Lots of people just never get around to having the discipline to manage their lives. And so many people never reach their goal. But you've succeeded. You have finished. And in just a few minutes, you will walk across the stage to proclaim your educational success to the world. Being educated also brings responsibility to engage in the life of our nation, our communities, and our institutions. You may not realize that receiving a university degree sets you apart from the general population. In Arkansas, fewer than 20% of the population have a baccalaureate degree. About the same number have an associate or a technical certificate. The point is that you've just stepped into the role of a leader, whether you realize it or not, because you have a university degree. Because you have a university degree, people will look to you for knowledge, wisdom, advice, help. You have a responsibility to get past sound bites you hear in the news and find out what the truth is. You have a responsibility to form and express clear and succinct opinions formed by reflection and valid information. You have a responsibility to seek complex answers to questions and not be satisfied with ideologically simplistic responses. You have a responsibility to enter the arena of debate and honest civil social discourse and not hide in the corners with the lunatic fringe who care only for promoting their extreme views of the world. Become an active citizen and participate in the public debates going on that will shape this nation in years to come. Be a thinking person, one who balances beliefs and facts. This country and this state, and in fact I would say the whole world, is dependent on you to step into the opportunities of leadership that walking across this stage affords you. All of us at UAFS have great confidence in you. As graduates, you represent the best of us. Best wishes for your health, your happiness, prosperity, and the ensuing leadership roles that you are sure to take on now that you have graduated. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Donald Bobbitt, President of the University of Arkansas System. He earned a doctorate in chemistry from Iowa State University in 1985. He became an assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry at the University of Arkansas. Among his many honors are the University of Arkansas Alumni Association Award in Teaching and the Fulbright College Master Teacher Award. For 5 years, he was a recipient of the Camille and Henry Dreyfuss Foundation Teacher Scholar Fellowship from 88 to 93. His research program has received support from national corporations and organizations, including the R.W. Johnson Pharmaceutical Research Institute, the National Institutes of Health, the National Science Foundation, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and the Howard Hughes Medical Institute. He is also the author or co-author of 56 refereed publications and has been an invited speaker at meetings of the American Chemical Association. In 2003, he was named the Dean of the J. William Fulbright College of Arts and Sciences at the University of Arkansas. He became Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at the University of Texas at Arlington in 2008, and was selected to serve as President of the University of Arkansas System in November 2011. Personally, I can say that Dr. Bobbitt is a man of vision, integrity, and he always remembers what we do every day to support, that what we do every day is to support student success. You can hear all of the awards that he received for teaching. You know, that makes me feel good that I'm working for somebody that understands what we do and that has done it himself. That's important for you. It's important for our upcoming students as well. Please welcome Dr. Donald Bobbitt.
Well, thank you, Chancellor Barron, and set your mind at ease. The introduction was longer than my comments. I bring you heartfelt congratulations and best wishes from the University of Arkansas System. It's indeed an honor for me to serve in this position, and I'm thankful to the Board of Trustees for their selfless service to the state. You know, we're very proud of your accomplishments to date, and we, as the Chancellor mentioned, we're very proud that you've arrived at this important milestone in your lives. So on behalf of my faculty colleagues at the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, I would like to offer our thanks to your families, your friends, and other important supporters who helped you get to this point in your academic career. I know you will join me later in thanking them for all they've done to assist you in your education. You know, I'm very aware of the fact that most student surveys have shown that the most remembered words at any commencement are in closing. In fact, I think Gary Trudeau, you know, the cartoonist who drew Far Side, nailed it when he suggested that these speeches were invented largely on the premise that we should not send you out into society until you've been properly sedated. So I have to be both brief and entertaining. You know, your graduation today places you in very select company, as the Chancellor mentioned. and your efforts represent great accomplishment. At the very heart of your degree, though, is a dynamic of thought and creativity which has spanned many, many years, over 1,000, since the formation of the great universities of Europe, including those in Cambridge and Oxford. Over the years, education has changed in many ways, but one thing has remained absolutely constant. Before you learned about any one discipline, you learned about them all. Your studies in this wonderful institution have provided you the opportunity to search for truth, to understand intellectual challenge and honesty, and to be exposed to the very best ideas, both of the past and the present. What a rich heritage we all share together. It's therefore beyond question that you've received an excellent education under the guidance of an accomplished and committed faculty. These men and women have devoted their lives, their professional lives, to educating this next generation. As Will Durant so concisely stated, education is nothing more, nothing less than a transmission of civilization. Short, sweet, and right on the mark. So I ask that you take the time to reflect upon those on the faculty who were instrumental in your education, perhaps helping you master a subject you felt happened to be beyond your capabilities. Maybe they just gave you a word of encouragement when you needed it most. Please take the time to let them know that they made a difference. My first year as president, I've learned much through the challenges I've encountered, and I have three simple observations to leave you with. Number one, eat the frog first. You know, it's human nature. You have a lot of difficult things to do, you put them off. But I found that if you tackle the most difficult thing first, the rest seems pretty palatable. In fact, if you eat the frog first, even a plate of Brussels sprouts, my least favorite food, sounds downright appetizing. Second, remember that you are the most recent in a lineage that, as I mentioned, goes back over 1,000 years. Your education in this institution has prepared you superbly for a future that is at the present time unknown. So your education has prepared you to think critically and nimbly, to learn and adapt. As graduates, you have the ability to entertain multiple points of view without necessarily agreeing with any of them. Thus, I ask that you be receptive to challenges that may stretch you, even if they seem insurmountable at first. You can accomplish anything you want to dream. Thus, as you contemplate these new challenges and these paths that they may take you, remember Tolkien's words, "Not all who wander are lost." And finally, I want to share with you something that I learned from your chancellor last year at last May's commencement ceremony. Because of your education, society, as he mentioned, will seek you out for answers. They will seek you out for your leadership on difficult issues. As you approach these challenges, Dr. Barron advises, and I agree, that you consider the words and the approach of Mr. Coleman Peterson, Vice President and former Walmart Senior VP. His management philosophy was very simple. People won't care what you know until they know you care. Let me repeat that. People won't care what you know until they know that you care. So you see, as I promised, the lessons really are quite simple. Don't put off the difficult until later. Follow your dreams and work hard to make them a reality, and know that in the end, much of success that transcends the present is about relationships and community. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity to share this evening with you, and congratulations again on a job very well done. I know I speak for the Board of Trustees of the U of A system, and as well as the faculty and staff and administration at this fine institution when I say we're very proud of your accomplishments to date, but we're also very eager to see about your successes as you leave here to make your mark on your profession and on society. So, in closing, those are the words you're supposed to remember. I'd like to leave you with my heartfelt best wishes and an Irish blessing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates.
It's now my honor to introduce our speaker for tonight, Melody Trimble, the CEO of Sparks Health System and Summit Medical Center, joined Sparks Health System in December 2009 as the Chief Executive Officer. Prior to arriving in Fort Smith, she had served as CEO at Venice Regional Medical Center in Venice, Florida, for nearly 5 years. She's been with Health Management since June of 1991, serving at multiple hospitals in roles from the Clinical Director of Emergency Services to Chief Nursing Officer to Chief Operating Officer. Trimble has a master's degree in nursing from the University of Kentucky and a bachelor's degree in nursing from Eastern Kentucky University. In 2010, Ms. Trimble was awarded Chief Executive Officer of the Year by Health Management Associates. In 2011, she received Health Management's prestigious President's Leadership Award for her commitment to selflessness, servant leadership, and focus on quality patient care. She has been named one of Arkansas's most powerful business leaders by Arkansas Business Magazine and was profiled as AY Magazine's most powerful woman in healthcare in March 2012. In October 2012, Ms. Trimble was honored with the Administrator of the Year Award by the Arkansas Hospital Auxiliary Association in the over 100-bed category. She was the first female administrator to receive the honor for large hospitals since 1995. Locally, Ms. Trimble currently represents the Arkansas Valley District for the Arkansas Hospital Association Board of Directors. She serves on the Executive Committee and Board of Directors of the Fort Smith Regional Chamber of Commerce and is chairman of the Healthcare Division for the Fort Smith Regional Chamber of Commerce. She also serves on the Board of Directors for the Arkansas-Oklahoma Healthcare Consortium, the Donald W. Reynolds Cancer Support House, and the Noble Cause Awards. I know Ms. Trimble is an unwavering advocate for quality health care with a true passion for her calling in the profession. Please welcome Sparks Chief Executive, Melody Trimble.
Thank you, Chancellor Barron. Faculty, graduates, and guests, well, congratulations. Tonight, I'm not here to inspire you. In fact, I am inspired by you. Let's talk about being inspired. Inspired means in spirit, and in the spirit within, one should be of hope and positive expectations. But we always seem to hear the bad news the loudest. It's what's on the front page of the newspaper, or it's on the top of the blog site we happen to read. Especially in this election year, when the politicians and the political candidates tend to categorize our problems and paint our shortcomings of our rivals in very vivid and disturbing colors. The economic and social uncertainties, the arms race, and what was once third world countries, the change in China from becoming an economic power instead of a military threat, the turmoil in Europe brought by the recent recession, and throughout America, we no longer seem to have our stranglehold on wealth and progress that we once had in the 1950s. I don't know about you, but it stops me and causes me to breathe hard. There's a rumor about that America somehow has lost its greatness, and the sails of the ships that are filled with gloom, and it's on the front page of the paper that we read. Yes, our future can look uncertain, but I'm here to promise you that it isn't as dark and as uncertain as it may seem. The 7 billion people we share this planet with all need to move forward, and we all need to move to the future. We need to eat, we need to grow, we need to have clothing, we need to have transportation, a roof over our head, and yes, amusement and entertainment and the promise of better things to come. When we went to school, we were looking for knowledge, and that can be very helpful. As we get on with it, we learn the value of wisdom, and wisdom is that knowledge distilled over those fiery trials. The heat of opposition, angled with the hammer of judgment, cooled with that cleansing elixir of survival, is the difference for us. Knowing about something, then knowing it, mastering it, believing it, and then living it. America is said to be behind in education, yet we still have the best technology institutes, we still have the best schools of medicine, the most advanced clinical and pharmaceutical development and training in the world. The changing tides of foreign currency and value have produced new opportunities to bring manufacturing back to our shores. The oil boom in North Dakota and Montana brings hope of reduced dependency on the traditional oil exporters. The new technologies for extracting oil from rock layers has reopened the steel industry in America, for America. Of the top 10 countries by population, we are best positioned to provide our own food, our own energy, our own medicine. But the opportunities do not stop there. Change is the one great certainty. And if the lessons you will learn, you see and view your parents or your teachers' cliches, it's because the truths are renewed and by that change. Remember how many of us learned about the facts of the stovetop really being hot with our own hand and our own pain. A friend tells me it's an example of thermodynamics. The hand was the thermo and the yelling was the dynamics. Well, it turns out there's a second law of thermodynamics, and that says that for every event, there's likely to be more disorder after the event than before it. It's also fitting with the Big Bang Theory and all that we can observe. The opportunities are surfing the leading edge of the wave of change, and there are no unemployed carpenters in Louisiana, certainly not after Hurricane Katrina. I found my place in healthcare, and I can promise you the opportunity to help up shows every day in my hospital, especially in my emergency room and on some of those specific holidays like New Year's Eve. I always wanted to be a nurse. I always wanted to help people, and I grew up and grew in my profession. I noticed for patients the difference between a good day and a bad day often was the nurse they had. And I could see by doing this better, I could impact more patients and they could have a lot more good days. And in this process, there was change. I wasn't reinventing anything. I wasn't reinventing the wheel. I was making it better. One person can make a difference. But suppose we could teach what I was learning to masses and make more nurses more caring, more effective. Now I knew I was on to something. In one situation, I was given the opportunity to develop and design an emergency room. Nurses develop it, doctors developed it, and guess what? We expanded our services and patients were well cared for and people loved where they worked. I found that it was those nurses with the heart that I could mold, their passion and compassion. They were the ones that cared. The fire was inside them. All I had to do is show them where to get more fuel. I don't expect that any or all or everyone will be in healthcare. I know there's varying degrees out here and they represent many programs, and it's your interest and your hopes that you'll succeed in. But you've been told that rumor, the uncertain future, and the fact that many of us will have 5 or 6 or 7 jobs before we retire, unlike our parents who may have had 1 or 2 jobs. That change isn't to be feared. Maybe it sounds tough, but the bumps in the road may just help us shake off a little dirt. Abraham Lincoln said, "One cannot be brave if they're not scared. Events must occur to allow one to turn to greatness." Someone asked Michelangelo, "How would you create the perfection of David from this piece of marble?" He said the perfection already existed. He just removed the extra parts. So look at this chance in getting bounced around a little and clear it off, and find the perfection that lies inside each one of you. And then for those of you who perhaps haven't found that job, it's okay, because there's a greater opportunity just around the corner. We've all heard Lincoln, Edison, Alexander Graham Bell. They've failed many times before they succeeded. But why do we have to look for the history books for that? How many of y'all can relate to me when you learn to ride a bike? I remember my mother said, keep trying, keep trying. I kept running into the tree. I wanted to be like my 4 brothers and go straight. I learned a very valuable lesson at age 6. Keep trying. Somehow, as adults, we forget that, though. When we try something that doesn't work, we tend to walk away. Don't do that. Try again. I have found my success in serving others and then helping others improve. And in fact, in the world I live in healthcare, we don't call it quality assurance anymore. We actually call it quality improvement. The opportunity for improvement shows up in every change that happens. Do any of us really think that Blu-ray is the final word in watching a movie? Or that the Chevy Volt or the Toyota Prius is the final car design? No. If we had left polio up to the engineers like my brothers, I guarantee America would have had the best iron lung machine in the world, but we wouldn't have had a cure for polio. We haven't lost our greatness, America. We maybe took a momentary lapse, but it's time to get great again. And you must help me in that. And always remember, you're not alone. There will always be mentors, students, and colleagues. The book of Ecclesiastes is often quoted for the verses, "To everything there is a season." But if you read to the next chapter, you'll find the wisdom that is always better to travel with another, because if one falls down, there's someone there to help them up. You're not traveling alone. We are in this together, and I can promise the surf of change and the wave that we're there will fall once more, but from it we will get up and build a better surfboard. There's never been more rivers of success to fish in, and we've got the best lures and rods and reels to fish in now more than ever. Finding where you want to be, that's most important. Loving the situation you're in is key to excelling. Don't let history stand still. Truman said, without leaders, history would stand still. And I have great faith being here tonight and listening to those who I've got the fortune to listen to earlier tonight, that they've inspired me. And I look out and I see fellow leaders that will write the change with me. I see America continuing in its greatness. God bless you, and thank you very much.
As we proceed, I'm going to ask you to please observe 3 courtesies that show respect for all. First, a professional photographer will take a photograph of all graduates as they receive their degrees. Please don't come forward to take individual photographs so that we may keep congestion to a minimum and allow the audience an unobstructed view. Graduates, please remember to stop for a photograph with me after you have received your diploma. Now, I'm going to stop here and say, I'm not going to let you walk off the stage unless you take a picture with me. So now I've had to pull students back up, and some of them I think kind of strain their arms. So when you walk up, you'll see there's steps that I'm going to stand in, and you have to stand beside me, and we're going to take this picture. And because we want to make sure that we get one for every single person. I know you're excited walking across the stage, but trust me, this will just take a second. The second, graduation from the university is a happy time for all of us, and I ask that as the names of the graduates are read, show your pride in their accomplishment with appropriate reserve and dignity. And third, out of respect for the graduates and their families, please remain in the arena until all graduates have been recognized and the recessional is complete. And now I call upon Provost and Senior Vice Chancellor Ray Wallace to come forward to present the candidates for their degrees.
Will the candidates for all degrees from the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, please rise? Chancellor Barron, each candidate standing before you has completed a prescribed course of study defined by our faculty. The names of candidates graduating in absentia are listed in the program but will not be read. A number of candidates have completed their studies with a grade point average of at least 3.60 and are identified as academic honor students by an honor stole which they wear. Each dean will announce the students' honor status as their names are called. On behalf of the faculty of the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, it is my pleasure and privilege to present these candidates for the awarding of technical certificates, associate degrees, and baccalaureate degrees.
Will the faculty of the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith now stand to show concurrence? Faculty and students, you may be seated. Wayne Womack, the University Registrar, will now come forward to assist in the presentation of diplomas. The graduates will now be recognized by the deans of their colleges in the following order: Dr. Georgia Hale, Dean, College of Applied Science and Technology; Dr. Steve Williams, Dean, College of Business; Dr. John Jones, Dean, College of Education; Dr. Carolyn Mosley, Dean, College of Health Sciences; Dr. Henry Rennie, Dean, College of Humanities and Social Sciences; Dr. Joe Harden, Dean, College of Languages and Communication; Dr. Mark Arant, Dean, College of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics; Dr. Terry Martin, Interim Dean, College of Engineering, University of Arkansas, Fayetteville. A distinguished faculty marshal will lead each group from their respective college.
The graduates from the College of Applied Science and Technology are led forward to receive their degrees by Max Johnson, Distinguished Marshal from the College of Applied Science and Technology. Mandy M. Calloway, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership, summa cum laude. Kathleen Holbrook, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership, cum laude. Jessica Honey, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Cindy Martinez, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Mildred Henley, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Twana G. Nixon, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Patricia Ann Ames, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Justina Louise Johnson, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Stephen R. Goins, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Stephen Chopik, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Daniel Sprouse, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Jonathan Kiefer, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Applied Science. Ryan Lee, Bachelor of Applied Science. Lucas D. Scantling, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Lubas Sabotka, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Lei Ding, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Kathy Uselton, okay, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. William Justin Overton, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Jeremy Douglas Ward, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Leslie Elise Brockelman, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Jonathan Isaac Earl Bilyeu, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Joseph S. Walker, Associate of Applied Science, Workforce Leadership. Jim R. Hudspeth, Associate of Applied Science, Workforce Leadership. Tony Roden, Associate of Applied Science, Workforce Leadership. Esther A. Hope, Associate of Applied Science, Administrative Professional, and Office Technology. Charles E. Fleming, Associate of Applied Science, Electronics Technology. Rodney Wayne Reeves, Associate of Applied Science, General Technology, Automotive. John Caetano, Associate of Applied Science, General Technology, Automotive. Damon G. Rowan, Associate of Applied Science, Computer-Aided Drafting and Design. Carrie Kohler, Associate of Applied Science, Computer-Aided Drafting and Design. Jessica London Mendenhall, Associate of Applied Science, Computer-Aided Drafting and Design. Cabal R. Brooks, Associate of Applied Science, Legal Assistance, Paralegal. Daniel A. Henschel, Associate of Applied Science, Computer-Aided Drafting and Design, Digital Design. Joseph Dwayne Corley, Associate of Applied Science, General Technology, Welding. Michael B. Frazier, Associate of Applied Science, General Technology, Welding. Joseph Pearson, Associate of Applied Science, Electronic Technology. Brandon Whitley Nathaniel Dilbeck, Associate of Applied Science, Electronics Technology. Tony Hung Nguyen Jr., Associate of Applied Science, Electronics Technology. Edwin Minero, Certificate Automotive Technology. Echo L. Riley, Associate of Applied Science, Administrative Professional, and Office Technology. Heather Ashley Johnson, Associate of Applied Science, Administrative Professional, and Office Technology. Kenyatta Harris, Associate of Applied Science, Administrative Professional, and Office Technology. Julia Nicole Davis, Associate of Applied Science, Administrative Professional, and Office Technology. Crystal Rose Donard, Associate of Applied Science, Administrative Professional, and Office Technology. Charlotte Wakefield, Associate of Applied Science, Administrative Professional, and Office Technology. Please join me in congratulating these graduates.
The graduates from the College of Business will be led forward to receive their degrees by Dr. George Schmidt, Distinguished Marshal from the College of Business. Christina Leanne Freeman, BBA Accounting, summa cum laude. Congratulations. Haley Blair Hibbard, BBA Business Administration, summa cum laude. Gabriel Martinez, BBA Accounting, cum laude. Stephanie Dawn Miller, BBA Bachelor Administration, cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Tobler, BBA Business Administration. Wade King, BBA Business Administration. Lauren Elizabeth J., BBA Marketing. Crystal Ann France Freeman, BBA Business Administration. Miranda D. Sweeten, BBA Business Administration. Lena Maria Fangdile, BBA Business Administration. Nicole Christine Cagle, BBA Marketing. Jordan Hayworth, BBA Business Administration. Jennifer Elizabeth Green, BBA Business Administration. Stacy Elizabeth Grogan, BBA Accounting and Business Administration. Justin Michael Barrett, BBA Business Administration. Brittany Caldwell, BBA Marketing. Eric J. Castro, BBA Marketing. Peter Sunya Pong, BBA Business Administration. Alvaro Miguel Medina, BBA Business Administration. Denton Branson, BBA Business Administration. Brittany Lynn Bennett, BBA Business Administration. Cody Eugene Smith, BBA Business Administration. Matthew B. McCowan, BBA Marketing. Aisha Paige Miller, BBA Accounting and Business Administration. Congratulations. Megan Rochelle Bowling, BBA Marketing. Jacob Wayne Embry, BBA Accounting and Business Administration. Celeste Suzanne McClellan, BBA Accounting. Courtney D. Franklin, BBA Accounting. Tram Huynh, BBA Accounting. David Benjamin Norwood, BBA Accounting. Paniya Yang, BBA Business Administration. Jody Ralyn Bradshaw, BBA, Business Administration. Stephanie Michelle Kimberlin, BBA, Business Administration. Emily Lynn Robinson, BBA, Marketing. Please join with me in recognizing these graduates from the College of Business.
The graduates from the College of Education are led forward to receive the degree this evening by Dr. Jane Barnhill, Distinguished Marshal from the College of Education. Annalise Joy Thaxton, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Talisa Lynn Barnes, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, magna cum laude. Stacy Lenore Cottrell, Early Childhood Education, magna cum laude. Brianne Marie Lind, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, magna cum laude. Brandy Devon Robinson, Bachelor of Science, Middle Childhood Education, cum laude. Bo Brannon, Bachelor of Science, Middle Childhood Education, cum laude. Carrie Danielle Denton, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Sarah Ray Dooster, Bachelor of Science, Middle Childhood Education, cum laude. Mickey Ann Music, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Bailey Nicole Poole, Bachelor of Science, Middle Childhood Education, cum laude. Jessica Lee Poole, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Deanne Renee Piles, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Amanda Dawn Medlock, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Amy Crutcher McDonald, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Samantha Leanne Newell, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Carrie Michelle Hammonds, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Gina Rayanne Downs, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Allison Antonio Lindsay, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Melissa S. Reen, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Vicki Lynn Limp, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Brittany N. Floyd, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Rosara Renee, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Claudia Caroline Martinez, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Lacey Ruffini, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Jessica Dawn Scantling, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Amber Lane Polk, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Amber Dawn Newman, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Megan Cluck, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Emily Ruth Wesley, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Hiria Rudd, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Sonia Lynn Pence, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Rachel Elizabeth Carter, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Tanya D. Walker, Bachelor of Science, Middle Childhood Education. Desiree Lauren Lloyd, Bachelor of Science, Middle Childhood Education. Stephanie Ann Roach, Bachelor of Science, Middle Childhood Education. Jessie Nicole Richardson, Bachelor of Science, Middle Childhood Education. Peyton O'Neill Evans, Bachelor of Science, Middle Childhood Education. Francisco Arturo Magallanes, Bachelor of Science, Middle Childhood Education. Cheryl K. Chapman, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education. Please, would you join me in giving a round of applause for the graduates from the College of Education?
The graduates from the College of Health Sciences are led forward to receive their degrees by Ms. Pam Blesh, Distinguished Marshal from the College of Health Sciences. For the degree Bachelor of Science, Nursing, cum laude, Kimberly Ann Kidder. Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Jessica Elaine Bartlett. Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Tara Ray Haddabaugh. Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Emily Ruth Ann Kennedy. Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Lisa Joanna Brown. Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Caitlin Nicole Nicodemus. Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Veronica Goulon Kimbrough. Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Megan Unlease Ray London. Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Chelsea Elaine Bristow. Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Cody J. Osborne. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Caitlin Rayanne Hall. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Megan Nicole Bartel. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Paige Nicole Mills. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Juan Ampreso. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Brandon Stamps. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Brandon Mashburn. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Amanda Blake Richard. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Jennifer Alexandria Garcia. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Dana Eubanks. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Jessica Jeanette McCain. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Angela Mounts. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Gayleen Lynette Morris. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Gina Weisenfeld. Bachelor of Science Nursing, Irene Rochelle Hayes. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Health Sciences.
The graduates from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences are led forward to receive their degrees by Charles Booker, Distinguished Marshal of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Zach Betancourt, Bachelor of Arts, Music Performance Vocal, summa cum laude. Joshua C. Evans, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, summa cum laude. Cheryl Lynn Jones, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, magna cum laude. Laura Jane Weiland, Bachelor of Arts, Theater, Acting, Directing, magna cum laude. Brooke Danielle Bates, Bachelor of Music Education Vocal, cum laude. Jeremy Branch, Bachelor of Science, History with Teacher Licensure, cum laude. Joshua Michael Ide, Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice, cum laude. Kristen Lovell, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, cum laude. Randy McRoberts, Bachelor of Arts, History, cum laude. Jed White, Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice, cum laude. Chelsea Burdick, Bachelor of Science, History with Teacher Licensure. Courtney Allen Christie, Bachelor of Science, History with Teacher Licensure. David Shane Pope, Bachelor of Science, History with Teacher Licensure. Taylor M. Bracken, Bachelor of Science, History with Teacher Licensure. Leroy Fisher, Bachelor of Arts, History. Glenda Gale Chu, Bachelor of Arts, History. David Reed Nickel Jr., Bachelor of Arts, History, accompanied by his father, Mr. David Nickel, Adjunct Faculty, English. Taylor C. Pollard, Bachelor of Arts, History. Steele Thomas Dortch, Bachelor of Arts, History. Joshua Dickens, Bachelor of Arts, History. Blake Gaither, Bachelor of Arts, History. Jeremy T. Wynn, Bachelor of Arts, History. Janae Denise Henderson, Bachelor of Arts, History. Tracy Janelle Bradley, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Jennifer Marie Jackson, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Nicholas Ryan Halsey, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Jennifer Michelle Pegg, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Sarah Louise Van Hook, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Jessica Ann Peroni, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Amanda Jean Johansson, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Kelly Renee Whitson, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Michael Kiefer, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Samuel I. Ortega, Bachelor of Arts, Music, Individual Program. Cassandra Sue Ann Van Zant, Bachelor of Music Education Instrumental. Lucelina Luttrell, Bachelor of Arts, Music. Sarah Ann Pear, Bachelor of Arts, History, Historical Interpretation. Tabitha Marie Noble, Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice. Chelsea Dawn Rogers, Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice. Heather Chrisman, Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice. Michael Wade, Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice. Please join me in applauding the graduates from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences.
The graduates from the College of Languages and Communication are led forward to receive their degrees by Tom Walton, Distinguished Marshal from the College of Languages and Communication.
right, take your time now.
Daniel Jake Fudge, Bachelor of Arts, English, magna cum laude. Daniel's accompanied by his father, faculty member Dr. Keith Fudge. Congratulations, boys.
Nice job. Hi.
Brittany Gary, Bachelor of Science, English with teacher licensure, cum laude.
Hey there, Andrea. How are you?
Andrea K. Bowers, Bachelor of Arts, English.
Hey, man. How you doing?
James Coles, Bachelor of Arts, English.
Did I miss it?
Courtney Gramlich, Bachelor of Arts, English. Joanna Hendricks, Bachelor of Arts, English. Lindsay Hester, Bachelor of Arts, English.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Adam Holloway, Bachelor of Arts, English.
Hi.
Dana Ismail Imadan, Bachelor of Science, English with teacher licensure. Lauren Elise Johnson, Bachelor of Arts, English.
Hi there.
Catherine Elizabeth Neal, Bachelor of Science, English with teacher licensure. Jordan Daniel Ochoa, Bachelor of Arts, English.
You got it.
Joseph T. Rodriguez Barbera, Bachelor of Arts, English and Studio Arts.
Hi.
Leah K. Rowe, Bachelor of Science, English with teacher licensure.
Nicely done. Look at you.
Casey Singer, Bachelor of Arts, English. Melanie K. Stout, Bachelor of Arts, English.
Thank you, Melody. Look at you. Come on up. This is it. You get to be the first one.
Deanne Lee, Bachelor of Arts, Media Communication, first one. Courtney Chantel Moss, Bachelor of Arts, Media Communication. Kimberly Antoinette Stevens, Bachelor of Arts, Media Communication.
That's 3. Yay. Very good.
Charles C. Ann Gargas, Associate of General Studies. Chris Hanson Holmes, Associate of General Studies. Mary Kimberling, Associate of Arts. Latanya Ann Laredo, Associate of General Studies. Megan Elaine Nichols, Associate of General Studies. Adam Sanderson, Associate of General Studies. John Snow III, Associate of General Studies. Timothy C. Wathall, Associate of General Studies. Stephanie Lynn Weisenhurt,
Associate of General Studies. Crystal Wooten, Associate of General Studies. Please join me in congratulating the new graduates of the College of Languages and Communication. Yay, good job. Thank you.
The graduates from the College of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics are being led forward by their distinguished marshal, Mr. Bruce Thigpen from the Department of Information Technology. Jordan Blair, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Networking. Kifa Das, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Database Management. Amber Lee Canada, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Networking. Hoyt Adam Sazel, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Programming. Zachary Reese Berg, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Database Management. Kip Teagarden, Bachelor of Science, Chemistry, Biochemistry. Ronaldo Pradente Garrett, Bachelor of Science, Chemistry, Biochemistry. Samson Panmaha, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Networking. Sarah Elizabeth Duong, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Sweta Patel, Bachelor of Science, Chemistry, Biochemistry. Alicia Jo Parker, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Emily Schlafly, Bachelor of Science, Biology with teacher licensure. Haley Ann Mortensen, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Brittany Leanne Fitzgerald, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Mackenzie Lee McCullough, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Caitlin Ray Sears, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Christine Noel Thrift, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Melanie Renee Davis, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Zachary A. Westcott, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Juden Gasparto, Associate of Applied Science, Information Technology. Anthony Michael James, Associate of Applied Science, Information Technology. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of STEM. Graduates from the College of Engineering, University of Arkansas, Fayetteville, are led forward to receive their degrees by John Hamilton, Distinguished Marshal from the College of Engineering.
I'm proud to present these College of Engineering candidates who have completed the requirements for a degree in either electrical or mechanical engineering. Their freshman and sophomore courses were University of Arkansas Fort Smith, and their Fayetteville courses were taught on the Fayetteville junior and senior courses were the University of Arkansas Fayetteville courses taught on this campus. These students completed their engineering program through a partnership with the University of Arkansas Fort Smith and the University of Arkansas Fayetteville. Upon recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority of the Board of Trustees, Chancellor G. David Gearhart has conferred upon each of you the degree indicated on your diploma with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to this degree. Congratulations.
Heather Hughes, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Bevan Christensen, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Ricardo A. Pineda, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Scott Martin, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Kia Tran, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Daryl Armstrong, Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Engineering, University of Arkansas, Fayetteville.
Graduates, please rise. I invite you to please move your tassels to the left side of your mortarboards. Will the members of the audience please join me in one final round of applause to recognize the graduates? All right, everyone can sit down except the graduates. Graduates, stay standing. Because I want you to look around, I want you to give a round of applause in thanks to the faculty and staff of the university in recognition of the roles they have played in the attainment of your degrees. I want you to thank the faculty. And one final group I want you to thank. Would you give a round of applause to thank your parents, grandparents, spouses, children, friends for the encouragement, guidance, and love they have given you while you have pursued your degrees. Very good.
Colleagues and friends, For 5 years, the Reserve Officers Training Corps has been active at the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. Students may enroll in the ROTC program through the U.S. Air Force or the U.S. Army. ROTC programs prepare men and women for careers as professional military officers. Chancellor Barron, 2 of our graduates will be accepting their commissions into the United States Army tonight. I am pleased to inform you that the final act of this commissioning will be accomplished on this stage this evening. Adam Seilzel and Brandon Stamps will take the oath of office from Lieutenant Colonel Dwight Eikenberry and give their first salute to Sergeant First Class Jared Shepard. I am pleased to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Dwight Eikenberry, Commanding Officer of the ROTC Detachment here at UAFS.
It is both an honor and a privilege to be here tonight. The federal oath of officership is a time-honored tradition and a constitutional requirement that dates back to 1789. Lieutenant Seilzel and Stamps, please come forward and receive the oath. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Brandon Stamps,
having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States,
having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States,
in the grade of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without mental reservation or purpose of evasion, that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. The first salute symbolizes the acknowledgement of these lieutenants into the officer corps, along with all the respect and courtesy that accompanies his new rank. Tradition also calls for the newly commissioned officer to present a silver dollar to the recipient of the salute. Both lieutenants have chosen Sergeant First Class Jared Shepard to render their first salute.
Lieutenant Silzel and Lieutenant Stamps, thank you for allowing us to be part of this important event. We're honored that you'll be representing the University of Arkansas Fort Smith as you serve your country, and we wish you all the best as you continue your career as officers in the United States Army. Will the members of the audience please join me in a round of applause to recognize these special graduates, Second Lieutenant Adam Silzel and Second Lieutenant Brandon Stamps. I'd now like Dr. Elizabeth Underwood, Executive Director of the UAFS Alumni Association. She will now greet and address the graduates as new members of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Alumni Association.
Good evening. On behalf of more than 45,000 UAFS alumni around the nation and the world, I'd like to say congratulations and officially welcome you into this network of proud alumni. This is a transforming moment. You entered this campus as college students, and you will leave tonight as alumni. You have made lasting memories as a student. Several of you are honored today with special awards awarded to you for being traditions keepers from the UAFS Traditions Book. For all of you, the relationship you have developed with UAFS is permanent and lasting. The transition from student to graduate makes you a new partner in the future of your alma mater. Your continued involvement is important in helping to shape this university for generations of students that will follow you. Graduates, we will stay in touch with you in the years to come, and you will need to stay in touch with us too. We want to know all about those great jobs, professional awards, outstanding service activities, and personal milestones so that we can let everyone know about our highly accomplished alumni. To help keep you connected, alumni will receive the Bell Tower, a semi-annual magazine published for our alumni. We will also host events on campus and throughout our alumni network to maintain a connection with you. But for now, on this important day, as you celebrate your achievement with your family and your friends, please remember that you are now part of an educational heritage that spans over 80 years. As an alumni, you have an obligation and the opportunity to make sure future students have the same experience you've had this evening, to enjoy the amazing exhilaration of accepting a college diploma. As you exit Stubblefield Center today, be sure to stop by the alumni tent and pick up our graduation gift to you. And you can visit our website, uafsalumni.com, and our online community. The best part is that all of our services are free to you, our UAFS alumni. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Underwood. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today at the Fall 2012 Commencement Ceremony. Commencement is a time for ending one period of your life and a time for beginning a new phase. Commencement is a time for celebration. I know you will take with you the knowledge and the skills to excel in our modern and complex world. We take pride in your accomplishments and wish you success in the future. We'll conclude this commencement ceremony with our alma mater. The words to the alma mater may be found on page 15 of your program. Following the alma mater, we request that you remain at your seats until the recessional is complete. Please meet your graduates outside. Please rise.
voices sing to the school we hold dear. A part of our hearts will forever be here. Your banner of wisdom our future will guide. The friends that we cherish at our side. Let our song ring out for the white and blue. To you, Fort Smith, we will ever be true.
I declare the 88th commencement ceremony of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith adjourned.